is GOSY. This one was picked by Goku at 008 on the stock market contest. And right now trading at 0081. Let me see. Right, yeah, right. All right. I'm in here. See, I don't, okay. I see what's, is this thing, nothing, right? Zoom out here. Okay. So, yeah, so we see a little bit of action back here. I know this one's pretty popular on Investors Hangout also. Looks like the back here, a lot of resistance on the 30-day simple moving average, which is this dark blue line. Especially back here in end of October, you spike up here and then went sideways. Everything starts to be, looks to be leveled out. You're at a good support line from looking at the past. You can see this marked up here and here, and you see it here. So if you're looking to get in, you might be at bottom right now. The next one down there, it could drop down to 0058 if that doesn't hold. But you're really not on too much here. So keep an eye on it. That's really all I have to add for this. I'm just going to write on watch this one. Joe, if there's anything else you want to add to this.
Well, they've had some news and things like that. On the November 11th, they did an update to their 1,300 shareholders.
And when was that, Joe?
November 11th.
November 11th.
So
Okay.
basically, they announced today that the company continues to gain traction in the consumer, professional healthcare, and commercial security markets for over 19 years. GeckoSystems, or GeckoSystems, has dedicated itself to development of AI mobile robot solutions for safety, security, and service. So they returned to current information status on OTC markets. They effectuated an NDA, MOU, and LOI agreements with an NYSE AI firm, and now executed a joint venture agreement. So they did that, and they signed the Limpin Memorandum of Understanding MOU on path to form the first joint venture with a prominent international commercial security firm. And they continued to gain substantive progress against the parties responsible for naked short selling of GOSY stock for some years now. This week, the GA court order was secured to access all phone records for the last 5 years from one of the defendants. Management continues to be surprised regarding Brown Brothers, Harriman Company, BBH, present indifference to their inability to determine where 50 million shares uh, owned a long time ago as a shareholder went. So that's interesting right there. So if I go back to that, right, there was another. So they did that. That was the last thing on that update. And then there was another press release on November 16th. GeckoSystems seeking FBI investigation of Brown Brothers, Harriman and Company.
Okay.
So on November 15th, they announced, well, it was published on the 16th, but it says right here on the 15th, announced today that stockholders holding majority ownership are of information and belief that Brown Brothers, Harriman and Company has conspired with Mr. Neil T. Wallace and George I. McLeod to defraud GOSY shareholders several millions of dollars for over 19 years. GeckoSystems has dedicated itself to the development of AI robot or mobile robot solutions for safety, security, service. So I mean that's basically something right there. Oh, so in June 2015, the company's offices filed a racketeering, influence, and corruption RICO lawsuit with the Rockdale County Superior Court against Neil Wallace Betty Wallace, the estate of Harold Wallace and Danielle Sims. Recently, it was learned that 50 million GOSY shares were placed in the custody of BBH, and despite a multiple written requests and phone calls to senior BBH management, there has been no response. So, I mean, that's just something that needs to obviously get worked out.
Right.
I don't really know, except it's from National Money Laundering Risk Assessment. So they're going through that right now. I mean, obviously they're bringing that, issue or complaint against somebody else. So it's always a good thing that it's not, happening to them
Again, right.
personally. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is going to be GOSY. GOSY. Keep that one on watch.